Hello vlog, we just made it to Kennebunkport, Maine. We arrived in Boston around 1. It's like 3-ish now. Stopped at so many, well, we didn't stop. We drove through so many cute towns, but made a little pit stop to the Bush compound. And then after this, we're gonna head back up to Portland to see the lighthouse. Are you excited? Yeah. We just left the Portland Lighthouse. We had dinner and a view, got the iconic lobster roll, and sat and looked at the lighthouse. It was so pretty. Lobster rolls were amazing. She got the Maine lobster roll and I got the Connecticut lobster roll. The Maine one was like, what was it? Mayonnaise and chives?
Yeah, mayonnaise and chives.
Mayonnaise and chives. Mine was just butter. And then we, of course, had to get New England clam chowder. It was so good. Highly recommend. Definitely good for dinner. Now we're gonna drive the rest of the way over to Lincoln, New Hampshire, and that's where we're gonna stay tonight. Tomorrow we're gonna do like Artist Bluff and like, what else were we planning on doing? Like a few,
highway.
Yeah, the Kankamangas Highway, I think is how you say it. So driving and just leaf peeping and everything, but we've had a great time already today, just looking at all of the little bitty towns.
Scenic Drives.
Doing the Scenic Drive, seeing all the leaves. We've had a fun day. Good morning. It is 8 o'clock. We're on the way to Flume Gorge. We're gonna hike that area. I'm not sure. I think it's 2 miles out and back, and I think it's a loop. I did not bring hiking shoes, or tennis shoes for that matter. So I'm gonna be doing this in my Adidas Sambas. So hoping we make it. If not, we might have to go buy another pair of tennis shoes for the next hike. Because I think we also wanted to do Artist Point, I think is what it's called, Artist Point. I think we wanted to do that next. So if I can't make it, then I might have to be buying us some tennis shoes. Mom is getting us some more gas. And we're gonna head that way. It's like kind of foggy outside, but I love it. It's a vibe because the leaves are still so pretty. It's past peak season, but they're still beautiful. So got us some breakfast at the hotel, heading up there right now, and I hope it will be fun. Okay, we're on our way to Crawford's Notch. We made like a loop from where we started. Where did we start out? It was Flume Gorge. We started at Flume Gorge. We did that hike. It was a beautiful hike and it was so cool. So now we're heading up to Crawford's Notch. On the way up here, we stopped at the Omni Mount Washington Hotel just to look around. It was so beautiful. When was it built? Do we know? Did it say in there? I'm not sure when it was built, but it was so fun to look at. So now we're making our way back up and we'll see what we find here. Okay, this is the loop that we're doing. So we started up at Flume Gorge this morning. So then we went all the way up, went to Crawford's Notch, which is up here. We came down and then turned at Bartlett. So then we're gonna go all the way back to Lincoln, which is where we're staying. So doing this little loop, it's so beautiful. Got to see a lot of really neat towns. To Stowe, Vermont. I'm so excited. We're gonna stop at the Cold Hollow cider mill on the way in. Did not vlog yesterday. After we explored the White Mountains, we went and drove up to Woodstock, Vermont, just so that we could go there at least once, just in case today we spent a lot of time in Stowe. We have big items on the agenda. We're going to hopefully go apple picking if any place is open. It's kind of past season somewhat, so hoping somewhere will be open. We want to go to the cider mill, obviously, stopping there first. Explore downtown Stowe. Maybe do a maple syrup tasting. We'll see. We'll see what we get into for the day. But I'm so excited. The overalls are on today. We're ready for another day.
I'm not proud of where I've ended up. I'm ashamed of certain things I've done. But out of all the scratches, there's a cut that bleeds the worst. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. I'm afraid I might have given up. I'm afraid I'm running low on love. I'm afraid that in the end.
We just picked our apples and I convinced her to go in a corn maze with me. She says she gets claustrophobic in them, but it's on my autumn bucket list, so we have to do it. So we'll see if we can find our way out. We just left the orchard. We're trying our first apple that we picked. We don't know which one this is though. It starts with a C. We're gonna have to look. We picked so many different varieties, but we don't know the difference between any of them. So it's a guessing game which one this one is, but we'll try it and see.
Misty world, would you be my little light? Just for atmosphere, I don't need it to see by.
Good morning, we're in Cape Cod. I did my makeup in the car because we woke up at 4 a.m. meant to leave to come. It's about a 4-hour drive, so we're here now, and we just made it. It's like almost 10 o'clock, so we're gonna try to catch the ferry to Martha's Vineyard, and we'll see if we can figure out how to get on the ferry.
Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first. Oh, every time I count my blessings, I count you first. I'm aware you'll never be enough. There are other things I'm going to want, but underneath the ashes there's a coal that I've unearthed. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first.
We're heading back on the ferry. It's so windy, but it's so pretty. Hotel, packing up and heading out. Oh. We decided to walk on the beach after coffee. We're picking up some seashells. Last thing we do before we head back for our flight.